to this powwow when I first moved out here to Massachusetts. Massachusetts. And I didn't know it was an Indianist or hobbyist powwow. But as I was starting to get my regalias on by the car, this guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, what tribe are you?" I said, "Warm Springs Apache in Cherokee." And he goes, "Well, you know what, like, you can't be here at this powwow." I'm like, "What?" And as I'm taking a look around, as this guy is trying to get me out of the damn parking lot, I'm noticing that every single person here is not native. It was an Indianist powwow and the hobbyist, like they, like to dress up and pretend, as we call them, pretendians. So, I looked around and, I didn't see one native person. And I'm not judging the indigenous person on the color of their skin.
Look at this bullshit. That's Kainoa Blackeagle right there. Fucking poser.
Харинта сайн харинта таны нэрийг хэн гэдэг вэ? Таны нэрийг хэн гэдэг вэ? Миний нэрийг Айка гэдэг. Миний нэрийг Айка гэдэг. Би 18 настай. Би 18 настай. Та хаана амьдардаг вэ? Та хаана амьдардаг вэ? Би Улаанбаатар хотод амьдардаг. Би Улаанбаатар хотод.
Because everybody tuned in. Look, this is the most important video on the internet. Don't just leave. Hold up. Okay, just because I don't got millions of views and millions of subscribers doesn't mean that the knowledge ain't for real. Okay, this is one of the biggest secrets in history. I'm gonna make this video really quick. And Moonlight Kid, yo, I'm gonna do the whole breakdown. I just gotta do this series, okay? But yo, everybody, look, okay? They told us that Christopher Columbus, okay, he came to the Americas. He sailed the ocean blue in 1492. That's what they tell us. That's what they teach the kids. They've been teaching it for like 60, 80 years, okay? But this is what they're not saying, okay? Before Christopher Columbus came to the Americas, look up a dude named Genghis Khan, okay? If you don't know who he is, bro, God, I don't even know why you're still here, okay? But for those who at least know who Genghis Khan is, you gotta understand, Genghis Khan and his descendants didn't just take over all of Europe, Asia, Middle East, all of those areas. These dudes were so savage with it, they even came to the Americas. Alright, you don't believe me? Yo, look. There's a dude by the name of Manco Capic, however you say it, okay? He was the first Inca and the first emperor of Peru. It's a fucking fact. I'm not making this up. His dad, the first Inca of Peru, the first emperor of Peru, his dad was Kublai Khan. I repeat, Kublai Khan. The first emperor, or the first Inca and emperor.
Told you, Kainoa,
his dad was Kublai Khan.
You're a Mongol.
Manco Capic's dad.
Mongol ass nigga.
Alright, and it's funny because when you look up Manco Capic or whatever, it says he was the emperor in the 13th century, when in the same article it says that he died in the 12th century. It's like, what? Like, yo. And this, if you haven't seen my last video, check it out. There's 1,000 years of history missing. Okay, look up the phantom time hypothesis, whatever the fuck. This theory is a reality, and I'm gonna be breaking this down. But this is the starter. All right. See, you gotta understand. These Native Americans we see now, their DNA goes back to Siberia. It's a fact. Look it up, man. Their DNA goes back to Siberia. And that's where the Mongols were kicking it. That's basically like their origins, that area. So you gotta think, how do these Mongols, how or these Native Americans from Siberia, how do they go from this white skin to this really dark Asian looking skin? Or this dark skin with Asian features, okay? Look, the original people of the Americas
Tell them.
were black folk.
Told you.
And this is one of the biggest secrets in history. Everyone's talking about it, but I'm going to take it a step farther real quick.
Told you.
Alright? Because Mango Capac, obviously, he's a descendant of the Mongols. Alright? So you got to think, if the black Indians were here, okay, and these Mongols came through, think about it. How did these Siberians get their skin so dark? There was fucking going on, yo. And not just, consensual. I think I'm saying that right. It was non-consensual. I think I'm saying that right. Man, these Mongols were fucking savages, man. And I got books for days. This is just... I'm just dropping this to start off the series, man. Look, alright. These Mongols came through. Did their thing with the black Indians here. And that's what created Mexicans and the Native American. That's the only way. That's where this melanin or this
Skin tone.
whatever left of the original gene, that's where it came from. Native Americans, you are no different than us Mexicans. We're the same fucking thing. Alright? But it's funny because there's literally books, okay? I'm gonna drop a link, okay? This book is worth $250,000. I think this book is called The 103 Amazing Facts of the Black Indian or something
In
like
the
that.
Western Hemisphere.
Whatever. There's more books, but this is... I'm telling you guys. There's fuckery going on. Because it's funny how the blacks here, the original Indians...
Tell them, bro. I got lost.
They got overthrown. Right?
That look like me.
They even put some of them into slavery and shit. Yet none of them now are getting any sort of land, getting any sort of, I guess, money. Dude, I live close to Temecula. Okay, basically I'm out here in Southern California. I have a friend. This dude gets $10,000 a month. This Siberian man. Okay. And you gotta think, like that's fucked. Like this is one of the biggest secrets in history, man. And if you don't believe me, that the original or the Aboriginal Negro here, okay, the Black Indian, that's not legit. Look at the Olmecs. Look at the Olmec heads, dude. Okay? They still can't even get a full carbon dating on the thing because of how old it is. Yo, there's 1,000 years of history missing. Look at the Olmec heads. There's braids on the head, dude. Obviously, that is a black person. There's a fro on that shit. And this is another big misconception. Alright? Because this is old information, too. Some people are probably watching this and... I gotta slow down. You're probably watching this, and you're like, this motherfucker stealing other motherfuckers' information, yo. This information has been out since the motherfucking 1800s, dude. It's just, we're in the age of information, and we're in the age of misinformation, so this shit's getting out here, okay? But, that's why you gotta follow certain people, man, because some motherfuckers might fucking lead you to your doom, okay? But look, the Mongols came to the Americas, okay? Not only did the Mongols come through, then that's when the European came through, and that's when the Black Moors came through. the Blackmores were the original people of Europe. Because these, I guess, quote unquote, Europeans, they're not European. They're not from Europe. These white people, I guess, from Europe right now currently, they're barbarians. Look at the original people in Europe. Check out my last video, actually, okay? I'm not even going to waste my time. Check out my last video, the African origins of Europe. See, and the reason why it's African, okay, because there's black Africans, or Aboriginal Africans, then there's Aboriginal Americans, and Aboriginal Asians. Okay? At one point, these three forces, because you guys gotta understand, look, see, the barbarians, or these modern Europeans and the Mongols, they were created, yo. I'm just speaking on genetics, okay? And I'm gonna make another video following up on all this shit, okay? But look, it's a fact that European genetics start in the Stone Age, 4,500 years ago, bro. That's not even that long ago, man. Their genetics start off in the Stone Age, 4,500 years ago. Alright, the pyramids
Tell 'em, bro.
are millions of years old. 4,500 years ago, to the ancients, that was like...
Y'all need to check out his channel.
They were already in their deathbed already, because of how much they were fucking with nature and shit. But look, alright, Egypt, the Egyptian pyramids. When did they say the Sahara Desert dried up? They said the Sahara Desert dried up 7 million years ago, yo. So you gotta think to yourself, what came first? Was it the dry up? Or were the pyramids there first? Because think about it. How can anything survive building pyramids in the Sahara Desert? It's impossible. Nothing can survive out there, bro. Like, we have officially lost our critical thinking. Not only that, there's fucking pyramids in Antarctica. Alright, so you gotta think to yourself, what came first? Was it the Antarctic ice sheets fucking millions of years ago? Or did the pyramids go, or were the pyramids there first? Because again, nothing could survive in the Arctics, or in the Arctic fucking building pyramids. It's impossible, yo. So by the time the creation of the European, happened, that was already thousands and hundreds of thousands of years after the original person, or the original people, okay? We have lost our critical thinking, man. The pyramids, look at the fucking pyramids, dude. They have brainwashed us into thinking that us humans built the fucking pyramids, dude. When each stone is the size of a fucking grown-ass man, it's taller than a grown-ass man. Each stone weighs like 10 tons or some shit, or 1 ton. Some shit, okay? It's like, yo. And it's funny because there's actually art, okay? There's real art showing giants building pyramids. It shows giants next to obelisks, yo. Next to giraffes. This is real ancient art right here. We've lost our critical thinking, yo. Look at the motherfucking Great Wall of China, man. Look how high that is, dude. You think a human, no matter how fucking, war-like you are, you think you're gonna climb that thing? Look how high the Great Wall of China is. Even if these quote-unquote Mongols were, running and putting their fucking ladders and ropes, whatever they were doing, look how high it is, dude. They could have easily, hit the fucking ladders, thrown the ropes off. It would have took so much time for the Mongols to climb that shit. It's no. The motherfucking the Great Wall was created to keep out the fucking giants, okay? Now I'm gonna get this book right now. Now, some people are gonna probably log off because they're like, "Oh shit, it's taking too long, man." Yeah, yo, man, we need some patience. All right. Now this book right here is called "Historical Researches on the Conquest of Peru, Mexico by the Mongols in the 13th Century." All right, I'm gonna put the link. You guys gotta get this book. Remember, Manco Capic's dad was Kublai Khan. Okay. The Mongols came to the Americas, man. Straight wreaked havoc on the Black Indians. But look, okay, this is on the second chapter. I'm gonna read it. Now, I'm gonna put it up here too, so you guys can read it too. Chapter 2. Strangers with elephants arrive on the coast of Peru. Their cruelty and brutality, terror of the natives. This is where it gets crazy. Alright. So, Pedro de Casa de Leon told me that he had heard in the province where the giants arrived. They affirm, said he, in all of Peru, that certain giants came ashore at this coast at the cape now called St. Helens, which is near the town of Puerto Viejo. Those who have preserved this tradition, listen to this tradition from father to son, say that these giants came by sea in a kind of rush boats made like large barks, that they were so enormously tall that from the knee downward they were as high as common men, that they had long hair which hung loose upon their shoulders, that their eyes were as large as plates. Let's run that back. That they were as high as that they were so enormously tall that the knee downward was as high as common men. Their fucking knees, their eyes were as large as plates, and that other parts of their bodies were big in proportion, that they had no beard, that some went booty butt naked, and others were wearing skins of wild beasts, and that they had no women with them. Bunch of dudes. Okay. They were butt naked giants. Alright, clearly you can see giants creating fucking pyramids and shit. Okay, these other giants, butt naked with no beards. You guys seen the show called Attack on Titan? Alright. Attack on Titan is real as shit. Alright. And I would read more of this book, but I don't want to bore you guys. Alright. Now, there's this other book called fucking Relics of Ancient America. Scholars Selection. Alright. Now, I saved this to cross-reference. Alright, look at this. Alright, so they found Siberian elephant remains and mastodon remains near like Canada, like going towards that area. Okay, that was like where the Tartarians and the Mongols came through. Well, it's the same thing, but yeah, these Mongols, right? Look, okay. Now, let's see where we at.
Kainoa, Blackeagle, this is your peoples, man.
Okay, here we go.
You fucking punk.
Now,
Fucking
hopefully, I mean, most of y'all probably already turned off, but to the people who are still on here hearing this shit, big ups to you, man. Real scholars out here, man. Real people wanting the real knowledge. Just because a motherfucker don't got millions and thousands of views and subscribers, don't mean you gotta blow the fucking shit off, man. Hear every single thing, man. Because, believe it or not, the most mainstream information is the most corrupted information. Most of these books I got were written in the 1800s. The older, the better. Alright, note. From the position of the limbs, the action of water is suspected. He may have been drowned in Lake Ontario on a bed of limestone when it was larger. Blah, blah, blah. Hold up. In excavation, there were found an extraordinary number of bones, tusks, and molar teeth of elephants, horns, bones of species of ox and mastodon, and other mammalia, together with the lower jaw and teeth, and at depths of 19 feet below surface. Mastodon remains, Siberian elephant remains, 19 feet below the surface. That's why this whole mud flood shit people are talking about, there was really a big ass flood that happened, man. It wiped everything the fuck out. The Most High saw all the crazy ass shit what was going on, the giants, all this shit. Motherfucker was like, yo, I gotta end this motherfucker, yo. This world is literally World of Warcraft, man. But look, this is relics of ancient America. Okay, this is a fact. And look, this book, okay, this work is in the public domain in the United States of America and possibly other nations. Within the United States, you may freely copy and distribute this work. But this book, it says this work has been selected by scholars as being culturally important and is a part of the knowledge base of civilization as we know it. This book. Now, right there, Lake Ontario, found mastodon, motherfucking, like mastodon. Look at what the fuck a mastodon is. Okay, in this book, okay, this scholar says the same exact shit. I don't want to bore you guys to death and shit. I'll fucking pull it up on the next video and shit. But, yo, alright? Mastodon. Now look at where they found these Siberian elephant remains and mastodon remains. They found it near this castle. Alright? You guys seen the fucking movie Lord of the Rings, Return of the King? Remember that scene where there were giants and there were giants right next to the elephants and they were helping out these dudes take over the castle? That's that castle, man. That's where they found giant remains and mastodon remains. Look what a mastodon is. In that book it was saying that each tusk was 30 feet long or some shit. Or it was like I think it was like a football field or some crazy shit, dude. Yo, but there's 1,000 years of history missing, yo. Alright. And I'm gonna do a little series and shit with these books and shit. I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. But yeah, guys, you know, subscribe, like it, you know, if not, whatever, I don't care. But we gotta start using critical thinking. Alright. They say that the pyramids were built 2,400 years ago by Khufu. And that one of the third pyramid was the last one built or some shit like that. Or that one's the oldest. When the Sphinx when the Sphinx is found beneath level of the pyramids. Here's the pyramids, right? Then the Sphinx is what was found below. But they're not saying that the Sphinx is fucking old as shit. They're not saying that the whole world used to be tropical. Like Costa Rica. Ancient Egypt, fucking all that, the Sahara Desert, it was all tropical, the whole world. But something happened, yo. We're gonna get into this deeper. And Moonlight Kid, man, did not forget about you, homeboy. I'm gonna do this stuff. It's just I have this little like a schedule thing. Like I have this little series I'm trying to do with this shit to like piece it together to people who've been watching this since day one. But yo, the biggest secret in history: Native Americans are not native to this land. God, man, I feel fucked up saying that shit. But is that fucked up? No, it's not fucked up. The Black Indians here still have not gotten any land or gotten any sort of shit back from what they got taken from them. not only that, millions or many were slaves and shit too. It's like, yo, I don't know. But again, I'm just releasing information. You know, I'm not starting no movement. I'm not trying to even join your guys' fucking guild, whatever the fuck you guys want to call y'all's. I'm just out here dropping some science real quick, man. But yeah, yo, you guys have a good one.